everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game could end up being all about the defense as both teams rank in the top 10 in fewest yards allowed. The Browns are top 10 in defensive yards allowed, and they go up against the Redskins, who will need to find a way to move the football.
Thank you, Larry. From the shores of Lake Erie, EA Sports has coverage of the NFL from First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Cleveland Browns. First carry for Isaiah Crowell. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll run it again with Crowell. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I have to admit to a little bit of short yardage, and they try to go wide. They got spilled for their efforts.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
He'll drop to throw. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
8 yards to go here on second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it second and short. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Now the former Notre Damer, this is C.J. Procise. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Be able to get outside the numbers and drop him for a loss of a yard. And the first play will be a field goal try. And Aguayo able to knock it through. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
Come on, let's go!
Off the play fake, Kaiser. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Quick hitter here. It's complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's 2nd down.
All right, now, look at 56. And
he'll give it here to his running back. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return will stop right around the 25. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round, Ohio!
On second down, here's Crowell. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. On 3rd down, Crowell. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Redskins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Now they try the right side here. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Redskins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Back to throw here. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Now back to throw. And able to find Conley. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. Early lead in that one for the Packers. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
They'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands. It's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. Play action. They'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Agba in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Second down, Kaiser. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
A first down carry now for Crowell. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Kaiser now on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. The Browns on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! One,
And he motions the wide receiver. On 3rd down, Kaiser. He finds Coleman. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's third down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And the tight end goes in motion left. The tight end in motion right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here.
Here we go!
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Let's go!
Both the run and pass still in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. This one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. On the catch, it's Crowder. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
A third quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. And the Rams have scored to move in front. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Redskins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Let's go! 3-19!
They'll set up a throw. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. To throw. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 16. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been a man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Wide open receiver complete. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
That is caught at the 7. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And it's 21-3. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Kaiser to throw it. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards on the carry there, but now they're staring at fourth down. This is where, fourth quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The offense on 3rd down tonight, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Elsewhere, Ford Field, they're into the 4th quarter now. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Give them 11 on the gain there, and it'll be first down Washington. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now let's go. Green, 30. Over.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. Ooh, line it. Back down to that Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lock it 56. Lock it.
He'll drop to throw. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
They'll set up to throw. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And the 8th play on this drive coming up.
Set. 319. Now, lock it 56. Lock it 56. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. And they're throwing here. Kaiser. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Isaiah Crowell, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Here we go. What? None. Ohio. Flex round.
They'll go with a big back, Crowell. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Elsewhere, they're on to the fourth quarter at MetLife Stadium. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they indeed win, it would be win number 9 on the season. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. This loss means they will not reach their goal of at least being a 500 ball club. And when you don't reach that benchmark, it's an unhappy fan base, front office. Everyone is unhappy.
And you know in today's NFL, if you don't even get to 500, that puts everyone's job in jeopardy. That's talking about front office people, coaches, players, everyone, because that's just simply unacceptable in today's football.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL.